What if I told you the rules you were following quietly have expired? Not because you missed a step, not because you hesitated, but because the environment changed and no one updated the map. Most people don't realize this happened. They just feel off, like effort stopped translating into movement. And the reflex is to assume it's personal, that something must be wrong with you. But what's happening is quieter than that. You're measuring yourself against a timeline that no longer exists. There are scripts people still use to decide whether they're on track. Career clarity by 25, stability by 30, arrive by 40, confidence before action, linear progress as proof you're doing life right. These weren't personal goals. They were cultural defaults, and you and me, we've all inherited them. Those timelines assumed conditions that don't exist anymore. Economic stability no longer holds. Clear ladders instead of these fragmented paths. Predictable industries instead of constant reinvention. The milestones didn't disappear, they've shifted. Nonlinear paths aren't the exception now, they're the baseline. Here's where the pressure turns inward. People keep using old measurements even after the context has changed. So the effort is real, but the data doesn't make sense. There's a moment I clearly remember sitting on my kitchen counter, eating from a bowl, watching reruns of Merlin once again. From the outside, my life looked entirely capable, but I wasn't measuring my life against anything meaningful anymore. I was just counting output, endurance, proof I could keep going. And when I stopped and noticed how absurd the metric was, and that's when I realized that's the mistake most people are making. It's not a lack of discipline, it's not a lack of intelligence, it's certainly not a lack of effort. It's a measurement error. You're evaluating yourself with timelines that quietly expired while you were still using them. So when things feel off or stalled, you didn't fail the timeline. In a way, the timeline has failed you. Judging yourself by an outdated standard doesn't make you accountable. It just makes your data inaccurate. And the map you were given expired while you were using it. So if something isn't adding up, if your effort doesn't match the feedback, if your life looks fine on paper but feels out of sync, it's not because you're behind, it's because you're using the wrong measuring stick. If this kind of clarity helps, if it's useful to have a place that names what you're experiencing without rushing you past it, you might want to subscribe, not for answers, but for accuracy.